It's your fault that you don't look good. And that's a good thing. Because when you realize it's your fault, you also realize that it is your responsibility. Responsibility means control. Just knowing that you're in control is already half the battle won. The other half is just knowing which good habits to do and sticking to it long enough to see results. The number one thing to looking good is getting lean. No one ever looks at a puffy face and says, "Oh, you look so handsome." You gotta look lean. The best way to looking lean, it's not calories in versus calories out. It's not endless cardio. The way to looking lean is to control what you eat. To eat clean, you are what you consume. The people who go to the gym, like even you and me, we're supposed to be going to the gym and we do. But these typical gym bros, they say, oh, it's just calories in versus calories out. It doesn't work. That may work for building muscle and losing fat, but the hormones and everything, clear skin, that's not what you get by eating garbage, deep fried stuff from the road or some fast food joints. Eat clean. Now, the way to control what you eat is to reset your gut. Your gut is your second brain. It has bacteria, good bacteria and bad bacteria. We want to feed more of the good bacteria and starve and kill off the bad bacteria. It sounds evil, like from the movies and stuff. But the way to do that is to reset your gut. It only takes 3 weeks, so there's not much pressure on you. Eat the same stuff every day for the next 3 weeks. You will reset your gut and your cravings. You will desire healthy food or the food you eat during this 3 weeks. A little story about me. Back in 2020 was the first time something actually flipped inside my head. And I was like, I have to look good. I cannot stay like this forever. Am I letting this food have power over me? Instant noodles, pastas, burgers, street food. Back then was the first time I actually reset my gut without knowing that I reset my gut. I ate the same foods every day. So it was like I used to eat eggs every day for my first meal, rolled in chapati with tomato ketchup, which was wrong, but I didn't know. Then the same lunch and same dinner for quite a few weeks. And then I realized I don't actually crave the bad food anymore. There were chocolates in the fridge that I did not eat. There were packets of instant noodles at home that we had stocked up, because I was a foodie and my siblings and I. But then that changed. And I continued eating clean for the next 2 years, I think. And even without much exercise, I stayed lean. I had clear skin. People saw such a drastic change in me. Up till a point where I got a little complacent. And I started telling myself, Paul, you look good enough. You can afford to eat this junk food. You can afford to eat this chicken shawarma. You can afford to eat that noodle packet that you really want. Because you look good enough. This level of complacency led to stagnation and maybe a little downfall. So at the start of the year, I told myself again, Paul, you're falling back into your old ways. Change it now. And then I used to cook. And then the thing I did was what you should do as well. Cook your own food if you can. If you live with your parents, try to tell them that, hey, let me cook my eggs separately and you cook it with butter and stuff. So five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 eggs. I now eat 10 eggs a day. So action step for you is to cook at least 6 eggs, whole eggs. We don't do any of the egg white stuff. Whole eggs with the yolk. Cook it in butter. Have it with cheese, cube cheese, block cheese, not the processed flattened cheese. Preferably block cheese. And toast made in butter. Have that for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And look, even talking about it, there's my mouth is watering because you can tell I actually want to have this food. Reset your gut. Feed the good bacteria. Feed it with curds, feed it with eggs, with cheese, with butter. Healthy fats, they're really important for you. Also, this is what I cover inside my program. Link in description. And the Japanese have a saying when you control your food desires or when you control what you eat, you've leveled the highest form of self control or something. You've reached the highest form of self control, something like that. Try it for yourself, and you will have such respect for yourself for eating clean. And there comes moments where you fall into your old ways, and when you eat junk food, you stay up till late watching movies with your siblings. Change that. The second thing, create a system for yourself that is repeatable and simple. Do not overcomplicate anything. If you look at endless videos, endless reels, endless TikToks about getting lean, you will end up confused. So choose one thing and just stick to it. But create this repeatable system. So, meal number one, you know what? Grab a paper, write it down in front of me. Go grab your paper, bhai. 10 eggs, 1 cube of cheese, that's like 30 grams, I think. 2 tablespoons of butter or ghee. Cook it yourself. And then make toast for yourself with 3 slices of bread. That's your meal number one. Meal number two is take 500 grams of raw meat. That's either minced red meat or minced chicken. Cook it yourself. Add salt, pepper, ginger, garlic paste, and you can add onion or tomato. It adds a lot of taste. And chili and coriander. My stomach's rumbling even thinking about it. Have these two meals, and the third meal you can have what is cooked at home, but it should be healthy. And just fill it with something good because your brain instantly tells you what is good, what is bad. You look at a particular food and say, okay, your brain tells you this is good for me, this is bad for me. And then your desires kick in and say, oh, but if I burn these calories tomorrow, it's not actually bad for me. You start coping. Don't do that. If you have something bad for you, acknowledge it. Yes, this is bad for me. I know that. I'm still having it. And that's just upon you, your responsibilities. That was what you consume. Next, getting lean, building muscle. The higher your muscle mass, the higher your metabolism, the more fat you burn, the leaner you look. So it's simple. It's easy mode. Build more muscle, burn more fat. You build your aesthetic muscles and train your neck if you want to look attractive. You want to improve the attractiveness of your face. You cannot have a good looking jaw with a skinny neck. You need a thick neck. Look at this. Even when I'm talking to you, you can see that my neck is thick because I've been training it with neck curls. Along with having a good face, you have to have a good physique. So you train your aesthetic muscles, get broader shoulders, better lats, a narrow waist, and get lean. The third thing, lean is law. The simplest thing that I can tell you to do is set your treadmill at your gym on an incline of maximum incline. And that's, I think, level 20 with a speed of 3.5 to 4.5 kilometers per hour. And do that for 15 minutes. I do it like 10 minutes before my workout and 10 minutes after my workout. So it's like 20 minutes in total. Plus your ab exercises, your leg raises, and everything. Do that. Lean is law. The most important thing is sticking to it long enough to see results. Because your brain will tell you, oh, you see results doing this. What if you change and improve this and look and do the other thing that you saw on the other YouTube video? Choose one thing. No matter what you choose, stick to it long enough and you will see progress. Do these habits for 3 months, you will see the change yourself. You look so different in the mirror. Do it for 6 months. People will tell you, oh my bhai, you look so different. What did you do? Please, please help me. And a year from now, you will be advising people the same way I am advising you. So follow what I say, stick to it long enough. Also, if you're watching this with so much concentration, I genuinely believe this will help you change your life. Link in description. Health is good looks. Good health is good looks. You can't be sickly and have like spots on your face and dark circles around your eyes with hair that's falling off and say, oh, I look good. No. Good looks is equal to good health. Improve your health, improve your face. Use your face card wherever you go. The better you look, the better people treat you in terms of dating, relationships, family. I mean, yeah, and work, business, corporate, or your own thing if you're starting your own business. You can either complain how unfair the world is or play to win. Link in description. Cheers.